Shout out to today's sponsor, LiveGood. LiveGood is promoting 100% organic supplements for a more than reasonable price. Become a member and you'll be able to get these high quality supplements for an even lower price. Become an affiliate and learn how to make money in 6 different ways. Click the link in the description box below.
Beat the #1 ranked guy, #1 champion, lineal world champion, Josh Taylor, former undisputed world champion, 2-time undisputed world champion, Teofimo Lopez.
Hey, what's going on? This is your host, Boxing's Objective Observer, and welcome back to Ringside Stories. Feel free to subscribe, thumbs up, and hit that notification bell for the latest here on Ringside Stories. Thanks so much for your support in advance, and welcome to the channel. Teofimo Lopez is the new WBO and lineal/Ring Magazine world champion in the 140-pound division. Today we're going to be talking about 5 takeaways from Josh Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez. Let's get into it. Number 1. Great fight. Though in the Hulu Theater, which a fight of this quality between 2 elite-level fighters with proven track records of excitement inside the ring, the trash talk and the build-up certainly deserved more eyes. That said, the viewing numbers were promising. According to sources, this was the biggest boxing audience on US TV in 2023 so far, as Josh Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez peaked at 980,000 viewers on ESPN with an average audience of 945,000 viewers. A live crowd, obviously pro Teofimo Lopez because this was in his backyard of New York City, and all in all, Teofimo Lopez versus Josh Taylor was an entertaining fight that had all the ingredients a boxing fan could wish for: skills, banter, and a bit of drama.
I do want to say one thing. I think I let my emotions get the best of me. I do not want to take your life. I want you to go back to your family, my man. And I apologize as a man. All right?
Fun and games. So fun and games. I never took it to heart anyway.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's more than that to hurt my feelings. It's more than
I
that.
got you.
Josh Taylor got off to an early lead. Going into the 5th round, I had Josh Taylor up 3-1, but this is when Teofimo Lopez started to come on strong. And really, the Takeover's athleticism was what made the difference. Just like in the Vasyl Lomachenko fight, Lopez's constant threat of his power, even at 140, kept the now former undisputed world champion Josh Taylor at bay. There were a couple of swing rounds in the mid-rounds of the fight. The final stretch of Lopez versus Taylor, however, were predominantly Teofimo Lopez's. I may have given Josh Taylor round 8 and 10. The rest really was all of the takeovers. Lopez executed his game plan really well, keeping Josh Taylor on the outside, even though with the Scotsman having a reach and height advantage is not really his forte, being able to turn the tides, not letting Taylor work on the inside, and again, Teofimo Lopez using his athleticism and explosivity to fight his fight on the outside, and in my opinion, quite comfortably outboxing Josh Taylor. Number 2, take back. My prediction of this fight was completely off, and I'm glad that I was proven wrong. The Lopez versus Taylor fight once again proved that if Teofimo Lopez is in with a top level or even a pound for pound level elite, he raises his game.
I think when I was at that pedigree, I would always go back to my ex-wife, and that gave me more issues, more problems, and it was taking me away from my boxing. So boxing is my wife. I married it at 17 years young, and that's my first wife, and I can't disrespect my love for it. Not for anyone and not for anything.
Much has been said about Teofimo Lopez's attitude, Lopez's life outside of boxing, and his comeback fight against Spain's Sandor Martin did all but fill boxing fans with confidence about Teofimo Lopez's move up to the 140-pound division, which even at the end of that fight against Martin, the Takeover himself showed visible doubts.
Bro, do I still have it? You do, man. Do I still got it? I question myself for a good reason. You guys don't understand. I've always been my worst critic, and you guys got a little glimpse of it, but I just gotta ask you one thing and one thing only. Do I still got it? Answer from the crowd.
Beating the man at 140 pounds, who became the fastest undisputed world champion in the junior welterweight or super lightweight division in the 4-belt era in just 18 pro fights. And though coming off a bad performance in his last fight himself, the Takeover is now the take back. Number 3. Is Josh Taylor past it? In his last fight against Jack Catterall, Josh Taylor was lucky to come away with the win, according to most objective observers, yours truly included.
No, the layoff had nothing to do with it. I've got no excuses, you know, just he was better on the night.
If it wasn't ring rust, then it's the weight cut, which was eminent given that Josh Taylor was struggling moving around the ring, keeping the younger and seemingly fresher, more athletically gifted Teofimo Lopez off.
Listen, better man won on the night, so I've got no excuses. I prepared to the best of my ability. Felt amazing in the gym, felt brilliant, you know, so I've no excuses, just he was better on the night tonight, so yeah, it is what it is. For congratulations to Teofimo. And I thought it was a close fight, but listen, that 117-111 was way too front, so I'd love to do it again. I'd love to do it again with him.
Classy in defeat and a great run at 140, Josh Taylor has been at the upper echelons of boxing going into the start of this decade. However, the dominance that brought the Tartan Tornado all the successes during his reign as the undisputed king at 140 pounds seemed to be gone.
I thought I started off really well. I started off strong. Had a bit of success with my left hand and going up and down, but after about 4 or 5 rounds I said to Joe in the corners, my legs are away. My legs are gone here.
As stated earlier, Teofimo Lopez started to get on strong from round 5, and from round 6, Josh Taylor started to slow down visibly, even though the now former undisputed world champion said that cardio wasn't the issue.
I strayed away for the game plan and never executed it well, so from then on I had a couple of rounds off, and then I had a good couple of rounds, and then the championship rounds I just had nothing left, just had zero energy left. I was fit enough, I was in impeccable shape, just exhausted.
Now, the recent activity that Teofimo Lopez had in 2022 and proving to have a better gas tank may have given Teofimo Lopez the edge in this fight, who certainly has been more active as of recent. But again, does this have to do with the weight cut Josh Taylor makes to get to the 140-pound limit? Number 4, Josh Taylor's move to welterweight.
I think that my days at 140 are well and truly finished. You know, I think I've been knocking on the door and moving up for the last couple of years, and I think, you know, I've been to the well too many times at 140 now, so I'll be moving up to welter for the rest of my career now.
So would a move to the 147-pound division really solve the issues for Josh Taylor? After the Jack Catterall fight, I stated, and there's Terence Crawford. Most people would say that Terence Crawford at this point in time would beat Josh Taylor, probably stop him. A statement I still stand behind after Josh Taylor's loss to Teofimo Lopez on June 10th, 2023. If Josh Taylor does move to welterweight, it'd be wise to feel out the weight class and fight 1 or 2 fights before targeting anyone in the top of the division. Picking a former world champ, Yordenis Ugas, who is big and awkward, a bit older now, and not a big puncher, thus a relatively safe option. It'd be a credible first fight at 147, as Yordenis Ugas lost to Errol Spence Jr. not too long ago, so may serve as a good measuring stick. Or Josh Taylor could challenge former unified welterweight world champion Keith Thurman, who hasn't done much of note as of lately, but is still somewhat of a name, with his only loss being to the legend Manny Pacquiao. What do you think Josh Taylor's next should be? Feel free to comment below. Number 5. Next for Teofimo Lopez. Speaking of which, what do you think is next for the Takeover, the now 2-weight lineal world champion? Teofimo Lopez just beat the man who was the man at 140 in a very convincing fashion, and the reactions have been positive for most part. Teofimo Lopez's rivalry with Devin Haney is interesting for more than one reason. The man who upset Teofimo Lopez in 2021, Devin Haney defeated twice fairly comfortably. Yet Devin Haney just came off the Vasyl Lomachenko fight, and most objective observers, yours truly included, believe Devin Haney lost that fight, whilst years prior, Teofimo Lopez defeated Lomachenko in much more decisive fashion. The style matchup between Lopez and Haney is also intriguing. Devin Haney is a slick boxer who relies on movement and fundamentals. However, as the Lomachenko fight proved, Haney has some issues up close and can be hit flush, even against a smaller man. On the night, Teofimo Lopez will be a smaller man, yet unlike Vasyl Lomachenko, the Takeover is young, physically strong, athletically gifted, and packs an explosive punch. Both Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez are trained and managed by their dads, who are very outspoken to say the least.
If you win, do you promise that it's Devin and Yeah,
And
for
Lopez-
$20 million. And
Don't
that.
price yourself out like that. Don't listen to him.
Teofimo Lopez versus Haney after we put the shit on this. Because it's going to be a boxing exhibition that you guys never seen in your life. And he knows what I'm talking about. Let's go.
That will add on surely to the build-up, making Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney an intriguing matchup. Then there is two-time world champion Regis Prograis, who is lesser known than Devin Haney, but just as, if not more credible at 140. And personally, a much more interesting fight, as both Prograis and Lopez can bang, can box, and have more on the line, as Teofimo Lopez versus Regis Prograis will be a unification match, including the Ring Magazine lineal title. These are just my observations in the post-Teofimo Lopez versus Josh Taylor fight. Let us know what yours are in the comment section below. If you enjoy content like this and you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up, and hit that notification bell. It helps out the channel a lot, i.e. inspire us to make more quality content for y'all. As always, thank you so much for your support in advance, and welcome to Ringside Stories. Now, if you've done that already, you're amazing. We already know that you are the true undisputed world champion. Till next time, Ringsiders, this is your host, Boxing's Objective Observer with Ringside Stories. Thanks for watching, and have a legendary day.